Imagine working your entire youth, saving every rupee, every penny, for something you dreamed about since childhood, only to have it snatched away. Not by strangers, not by thieves, but by your own family. My parents betrayed me in a way I could never forget. They gave away my dream car to my sister. But what they didn't realize was that every betrayal has consequences. And when I returned, regret became their shadow. From the time I was a teenager, I was obsessed with cars. Not just any cars. The ones that seemed untouchable. I would sit for hours watching YouTube reviews, scrolling through car magazines, and even sketching models in my school notebooks. It wasn't just about speed, or luxury, or looks. For me, a car symbolized freedom. The ability to control my own road, my own destiny. And while my friends spent money on parties and fast fashion, I saved every coin. By the time I finished college, I had worked part-time jobs, freelanced, and even sold some of my prized possessions. All for one goal: to buy my dream car. And then it happened. The day I held those car keys in my hand, I felt like life had finally rewarded me. It wasn't just a car. It was my story, my struggle, my success, parked in the driveway. I still remember that first drive, the wind against my face, the sound of the engine roaring. It felt like poetry in motion. For once in my life, I felt unstoppable. But little did I know that the very people who were supposed to be happy for me would turn into the villains of my story. At first, my parents smiled. They congratulated me, patted me on the back, and even posed for pictures with the car. My mother said she was proud. My father gave me that rare nod of approval. But my sister! She looked at it like it was hers from the start. She had always been the favorite. The golden child. Where I was the one who had to fight for recognition. She was given things S, and while I thought my car would finally be my achievement, something nobody could take from me, I was wrong. One evening, I came home from work. I stepped into the driveway, and my car! My dream was gone. I rushed inside, panic in my chest. Where's my car? I asked. My parents exchanged glances, silent at first. And then my father said the words that broke me. We gave it to your sister. She needed it more than you. The room spun. My heart sank. I thought I misheard. Needed it more. Are you serious? That car was mine. I worked for it! My mother tried to call me, saying, she's younger. She has to travel to college every day, and you can always buy another one later. Don't be selfish. Selfish. That word cut deeper than any knife. All my sacrifices, all my late nights, every drop of sweat, dismissed as if it meant nothing. I stormed out, too broken to argue further. But in that moment, something inside me changed. I left home that night with nothing but a backpack and a fire inside me. I promised myself, if they valued my sister's comfort over my blood and sweat, then they didn't deserve me. Days turned into weeks, weeks into months. I built myself back up from scratch. I worked harder, smarter, and pushed myself beyond my limits. Life outside was brutal, but it taught me resilience. And slowly, success began to follow me. While my parents thought they had clipped my wings, I was learning to fly higher than ever. 3 years passed. I barely spoke to them. And though the pain remained, I focused on building something greater than revenge. A legacy, until one day, I returned. When I drove back into that neighborhood, people stared. My car wasn't just any car. It was bigger, faster, sleeker, and more expensive than anything anyone had seen there before. I stepped out in silence, sunglasses reflecting the shocked faces around me. My parents rushed out, my sister trailing behind. They looked older, more fragile, as if regret had aged them. My father spoke first, voice trembling. Son, you're back. We didn't expect. I cut him off. I know. You didn't expect me to succeed. You didn't expect me to rise. You didn't expect me to return. Like this? My sister's eyes widened at the car behind me. It was everything she had ever wanted, but never earned. She reached out to touch it, but I stopped her hand. This car isn't yours. None of this is. You don't get to take from me anymore! The silence was heavy. Neighbors whispered from their windows. My parents stood frozen, guilt written across their faces. And then I delivered the line that would haunt them forever. You gave away my dream once, but now I built a reality you'll never be part of. I turned, got back in my car, and drove away, leaving them in the dust of their own choices. Sometimes, betrayal doesn't come from enemies. It comes from the ones closest to you, and while pain can break you, it can also build you stronger than you ever imagined. My parents thought they could take away what I worked for. But what they didn't understand was this. You can take someone's possession, but you can't take their determination. Their regret wasn't just about losing me. It was about realizing too late that greed, favoritism, and betrayal always come with a price. And I drove away with something more valuable than any car. Self-respect, independence, and the unshakable truth that success is the best revenge. If you've ever been betrayed by someone you trusted, remember this. Don't let their actions define your worth. Rise above, work harder, and let your success be the answer to their betrayal. Because at the end of the day, nothing is louder than regret.